Oh, it's recording. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. How's it going? How you doing? How's your holidays going? Well, by the time this it's not even gonna be Christmas. I wanted to create a Christmas look today. I have never created a Christmas look. I've created Valentine's and I think St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day, and that's about it. I've never done Christmas. I don't know why, because it's like one of my favorite holidays, but I created this look and I'm really excited about how it turned out. I gotta kind of look at myself in the mirror real quick because I look cute as fuck. Yeah, I created this halo eye. Can we just talk about how cute it looks? Like, so if you guys would like to see how I made this halo eye, this whole look, what products I used, how I used them, the 25 different palettes that I used, keep watching.
Hold up.
When I think Christmas, I think like red and greens and blues and like colors, you know. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do a Christmas look. So I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Slim Shady pencil in the color Espresso. If I don't mention any products, like if I forget to mention it, it's gonna be down in the description box, you know, as usual. So I'm just gonna go in and just like fill in my brow a little bit. So I'm gonna go in now with my Dipbrow. This is in the color dark brown. Okay, for my new eyebrow, but I brought a new eyebrow brush to finish my eyebrows. I'm not a really big fan of doing my eyebrows on camera or like in general, to be honest. Like, I used to love doing them and now I just hate it. There's a lot of other things in my makeup routine that I hate as well, that you guys can check out in my makeup stuff that I hate video that I'm gonna put up here somewhere or down in the description box. Do they look the same? I don't think they look the same, but that's okay. Don't worry about this mess, we're gonna clean it up anyway. So now I'm just gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Warm Honey, and I'm just gonna go in with a flat brush. It's from Morphe. It doesn't have a number on it, so I'm just gonna swipe it on here and just start to clean up my brows, like at least under. I swear, I thought I saw a spider on the wall from my peripheral vision, whatever the word is. So now I'm gonna go in and just, this is like really used and abused, like I need more. Oh, that's why it's not itchy. I'm gonna go in and prime my lids right now. I like to use a concealer because my eyelids are very dark. Why did that turn off? I don't know, but I just realized I wasn't recording with my ring light on and I'm kind of mad now. Oh, that's better. Okay. So I'm going to prime my lids with concealer because my lids are kind of dark and I like to have like a really clean blank slate. Like, I'm hoping that in the near future someone comes up with like a primer, like eyelid primer that is made for eyeshadow but has the consistency and the full coverageness of concealer, because that's like something big that's going on right now. I feel after like James Charles released his eyeshadow palette, I feel like people are kind of like, well, I use concealer, like why do I have to use an eyeshadow? But it's like, it's made for eyeshadow, so like kind of have to. I'm gonna blend this out with the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill J808 brush. I really love this for concealer in general. It's a very good brush. The whole brush set, it's actually very worth it, even if it's like under $65. But like when you break it down like per brush, it's like $6, which isn't really that bad. And you literally like have all the brushes that you need in here. Like, I need to get my eyebrows done. So I'm just gonna blend that out. Okay, so I'm not trying to look up right now because like if I do, it's gonna crease. It's already creasing a little bit. I'm gonna go on my Born This Way translucent powder, powder by Too Faced, and I'm just gonna set it. But I'm gonna just blend this out real quick before I do that. I'm using the e.l.f. blush brush to do this. And I'm just gonna go in and just set this. A lot of people recently don't set their base because of the fact that like it comes out more pigmented, and that is true. It does, but I feel like in a way it kind of like messes up your brushes a little bit, and your like in turn messes up your shadows because of the fact that you're putting a shadow on a wet base, and like it kind of like picks up on the brush, so when you go back in you kind of get concealer on your brush sometimes. Sorry, in your eyeshadow palette. And I'm not really with that. Like you can always like air dry it, like I'm all for that to be honest, but I prefer to set it. Sometimes I don't, it depends on the shadow and like what brushes I'm using. So I have a couple of palettes out in front of me. I have 3 Morphe palettes because I'm extra. I have my Jaclyn Hill palette, the 35M and the 35B palette. And then in here, over here, I have my Take Me Back to Brazil. And then I have my Morphe palette that has like my Coastal Scents eyeshadows in here. I brought this out because like, you know, the red and the green and whatnot. So I have that out as well. I'm going to list all the shadows that I use down below. If anything, I'll try to like put something up here that shows you like what I'm using. Depends how good my editing skills are. So I don't know what I'm going to do right now, but what I do know is that I'm actually gonna I think I'm gonna get my transition shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Let's see. I lied. I'm gonna go in with the 35M Boss Mode palette, and I'm going to pick up the shade. What's the name of this shade? Peach Keen. Is that Queen or Keen? Yeah, Peach Keen. And I'm going to go in with a JH30 brush, and I'm just gonna put that as my transition shade. I don't care what look I do. Whenever I like do an eye look, I usually go for transition shades at like browns, like warm browns, just because like it's really close into my skin tone, so it's just easier for me. So to deepen that up more, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is actually Sparks Fly, and I'm just gonna add that over the top. I'm going in with the JH34 brush, and I'm just gonna like pop that like right under. Back in with my original brush and Peach Queen, I'm just gonna buff it out a little bit more, just to, you know, make it more seamless. I'm actually gonna bring this down over here. I was gonna like wing it out, but I'm not in the mood for all of that right now, so I'm just gonna like just apply it down here now. I'm going back in and just applying that color here as well. So for my first green shade, oh my god, my elbows are mad ashy. Shit. I'm gonna go in with this Coastal Scent shadow. This is in Pinehurst. And first with the JH37 brush, because it's like a very small brush and I can kind of like focus the green more right under here. So now going in with my 35B palette, I'm gonna pick up this dark green shade like right here, and I'm going to deepen that green that I just applied with the same brush. Now to get rid of that harsh line, I'm just gonna go back in with Peach Queen. I have the palette open right here, and just buff that edge out. Okay, so I want to deepen, moving all my brushes out the way, I want to deepen that green a little bit more. So I'm actually going to go in with my Jaclyn Hill palette and pick up the color Enchanted, which is this one right here. It's a very dark green. It's almost like a green black kind of, I want to say. And I'm going to pick up the same brush that I used for the other greens, and I'm just going to focus this green in the outer corners, in outer and inner corners, just to like darken up that green a little bit. I'm also gonna apply it to like the crease area, just so that everything's equally darkened. Now I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. This is the JH35, and I'm just gonna blend all of those out. Blend until it's all seamless. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my NYX eyeshadow base. This is in the color Skin Tone, and I'm gonna pick up my Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna coat my brush really well in this so that I don't have to go back in all the time. I'm gonna kind of like carve out my crease. A good tip for those who have like folded eyes or hooded eyes, I don't even know what to call it anymore, like me, is to actually place it on just your lid and then kind of like look up, and it's gonna like transfer up to where you have to like place it. Chiseled. I'm gonna pull this up a little bit. I'm gonna remove any excess product from my hand, from my brush onto my hand, and I'm just gonna use what's already on my lid. Okay, if you did what I did on your other eye and kind of made it a little bit sloppy, that's okay, because we're gonna fix it. What I'm gonna do is just to bring everything back to like how it was before. We're just gonna go in with the same shades and just darken the outer and inner corners and kind of blend it into the concealer base thing, whatever you used. So I forgot I had this ColourPop pigment, Superstar Loose pigment. This is in the color Upshot. There it is. I'm just gonna swatch it actually. This is what the color looks like. That's not a really good swatch, but it's okay. I'm gonna put this on my lid actually because I really like how this looks. So before I do that, I'm actually gonna pat away any creasing that may have happened, and I'm going to pick up another Morphe. Actually, let's use this one actually. This is the JH41 brush, and I'm just gonna put some of the pigment on my brush on both sides, tapping off the excess, and I'm gonna start by patting that in. You want to try to focus it in the center, not like I did that I went all the way over here, because you still have to blend both of the shades together. Now we're gonna go back in with that little brush again and just blend everything out. I'm gonna actually tug my eye a little bit just to make it easier for me, and very lightly just blend both of those out. So I want to go in with a green shimmer just to put like right here. I was saying, going in with the Boss Mood palette, picking up the color Standout on this Morphe brush. I'm just gonna pat this in the edges right here where I placed what is this color called? Upshot from ColourPop, and that way it blends out much better than by itself. I'm gonna pick up this really small detail crease brush by e.l.f, and I'm gonna go in with the black color from the Boss Mode palette. It's called Black Magic actually, and I think I just stuck my finger into it by accident. Yes, I did. And I'm actually gonna add black at the outer corner, and I'm gonna be very careful when I do this because I don't want to like add too much black, but I kind of want to darken it out a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna blend upwards throughout the crease. Okay, so for primer, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Master Prime Pore, what does it say? Blur and Pore Minimizing Primer, and I'm just gonna add it right here on my T-zone. So for lip study, I'm gonna go in with the Kylie Cosmetics lip kit. This is in Leo. I don't have the lip liner with me, so like technically it isn't the exact lip kit, but I'm going in with this first. And I'm actually gonna pick up this ABH, no, it's not this ABH, oh my god, this J42 brush, just to line my lips. Okay guys, that was all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me create this halo eye look. Like, I'm very proud about how this came out. Like, there's only like so little looks that I'm like extremely proud of. Like, I love all my makeup looks, but there's always those ones that are just like, I did that. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and most certainly please subscribe. I will see you in my next one. Bye. To blend and build the intensity.